G'day folks, it's Jimmy again, and guess what? Do you know what time it is? It's time for another review. So, today we're going to talk about a very, very well-known band, a band called Shinedown. They are from America, of course. They have just released an album called Attention, Attention. Interesting name. It's out now on Atlantic Records. It's 14 songs for 51 minutes. A lot of songs, but yeah, interesting little album, this one. Now, I like Shinedown. I've enjoyed their last two albums, actually. But now apparently this album, Attention, Attention, is a concept album around mental illness. And the old mental illness. Isn't there a lot of that going around at the moment? Yes, a few hot topics around that. Anyway, lyrically, it's actually really well written. It covers a very common and sensitive theme very well. And the first couple of songs, they really jump out of the box and really hit you in the face, and they're great. But, actually, let's give you a taste now. Yeah, so the first couple of songs are really great, but this album, for me, it's too polished, okay? It's almost polished to the point of being, squeaky clean, too squeaky clean for me. There's a song here which is called Creatures, and that was the song, I think it's about halfway through the album or maybe later in the album, but that was the song that I just sort of sat back and thought, nah. Because it's not that it's a bad song, but there's an effect on the lead vocals that just made this song sound really digitized and almost, I don't know, not real in a way. And it put me off. It really did. To my ears, this album sounds the most commercial that I've heard from this band, and they have put out quite a few commercial sounding songs. There's almost a pop rock sound and feel to some of these songs. And little bit too much for me. Here's another taste. 'Cause my monsters are real, and they're trained how to kill, and there's no coming back, and they just laugh at how I feel, and these monsters can bite, and they'll never say die, and there's no going. Now, it's not that it's a bad album. Okay, I think if you're already a fan of Shinedown, you're probably going to eat this up and enjoy it. And this, like I've said earlier in the review, the subject title around mental illness is something that is very common and a very sensitive issue. And the way they've covered it with their lyrics and the delivery and all that is really well done. But it's a little bit hit and miss for me. There are some fantastic songs, but I think there's too many weak songs. I don't know. Obviously there's been a bit of trouble in the band. I think the singers had some issues, and that's why lyrically it was around the theme of mental illness. It's a little bit too disjointed for my liking, but as I said, your opinion might differ, and if you're already a Shinedown fan, you probably will like it. The other thing I noticed is the production was very loud. I've got some pretty good headphones here that I listen through, and a pretty good stereo, and I was, wondering whether it was the headphones, all that sort of thing, but it's not. It feels like it's clipping or distorted in parts, which, again, it puts me off because it's just too loud. The mix is too loud. There's this loudness war going on, and I don't understand why we have it. Anyway, I'll give you another taste of some music because you might enjoy it. There you go. So yes, Shinedown, Attention, Attention. It's out now. I gave this a 7 out of 10. A little bit on the lower side because of the things that I've already covered through the review. There were a couple of good songs on there. Black Soul, Black Soul, that would be. Can't even read my own writing, mate. Black Soul and Devil. They were two very good songs on this. Like I say, it's not a shit album. It's okay, but for me, it's too polished. I like a bit of rawness to my heavy music. And on this album, for me, it just doesn't have a lot of rawness at all. But you might like it. So have a listen to it. Check it out. Please subscribe to the Hard Rock Show YouTube page, my YouTube page, Jimmy Van Zeno. As I always say, there's always more reviews. There's more coming. There's so many good albums out there that I want to talk about. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Shinedown. Attention, attention. Have a listen. Tell me what you think.